guys, it's evaluation time, and I wanted to go through how I set up the portfolio for evaluation. On the front cover, I will write portfolio and my daughter's name, the year, and what grade she's in. And then on the inside cover, I will have a laminated copy of our letter of intent. It's not required, but I like to have it in there, especially if for some reason during the year I'm asked to show her portfolio. I have a copy of the letter of intent right in the front. And then these are folders that I keep pages that I've printed off online, that aren't in our curriculum books. I'll stick them in here throughout the year. They're all dated. And then I will clearly write the subjects that we go through. You have to check with your state which subjects are required for your state. But I do writing and grammar, reading, spelling, and phonics, math, science, STEM, geography and history, arts and any classes that she takes, and field trips and a booklet. And then inside, as I mentioned, I keep any pages, worksheets that we did that I printed off from online. And then I also went ahead and I made a copy of the front cover of all of our curriculum. And then I also add the table of contents. And then I will go through and tear out pages from our actual book, just definitely page number 1 and definitely the last page, and any kind of review or test that she took at the end of the book. And then I just take selections of her work, just 2-3 pages from the different sections. The math book that we did, Math with Confidence, was the hardest because it's such a big book and there's so much to go through. But the reason I do this is because if it's not in the portfolio, they're not going to check it. That doesn't mean that it's invalid. If for some reason you're called to show work, of course they can look at your work that you've done in your workbooks, but I make sure that there's copies of it in the portfolio. And then I also include just some things that I've used to help her learn. So this is a hundreds chart, this is a subtraction chart, just to show some things that we've used to learn math or English or history or science. And then the geography book, I just put the whole thing in here because it was so thin, and I also put our notebook in.